I declare this ceremony for the presentation of graduates and for admission to honorary fellowship of the college open. Your Highness, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's the great honor of Chair of Council at Goldsmiths to be able to welcome you all on this celebratory day when we hand out degrees and honorary degrees to our graduates of the college, both to our students who have successfully passed the rigors of the examinations and to their families and friends on this side of our room who have given them such support as they've gone through their time at Goldsmiths. On behalf of the college, I wish you all a very warm welcome, and I hope that each of you have a very happy day and enjoy your time here with us at Goldsmiths. To the graduates, a congratulation from the college, of course, on having succeeded in all of your studies, and welcome back to Goldsmiths for many of you, because the last time some of you sat in this room, it was, of course, set out as a torture chamber and an examination hall. So here you are in a celebratory mood, wearing your magnificent hats and taking the congratulations of the college, which I give you with great genuineness and enthusiasm. And to the families and supporters of our graduates today, I want to say a real thank you to all of you from us for the support, encouragement, cajoling, sometimes kicking, no doubt, that you've given to the graduates of Goldsmiths and to deliver them to us here today in this condition. So thank you so much for all of you, and I hope you feel that the day we can give you at Goldsmiths will be some small recompense for the work you've done on our behalf in your respective ways en route. On these occasions, I'd like, if I may, just to address a couple of words to the graduates from the college, and really have three things to say. First is that this is the time to really rejoice and enjoy your success. And life is pretty tough, generally, but you've reached a real plateau of having achieved a graduate degree at Goldsmiths, and I want you all to feel that at least today you can really enjoy what you've done and reap the full benefits in that respect yourselves. You're one of the few people in society who can claim to have graduated from Goldsmiths, and that should give you every possible confidence that really whatever you try and tackle in the future, if you put your mind to it, you know that you can achieve it. The world, so to speak, is your oyster, and having left Goldsmiths, all you have to do is open the oyster and just get on with what you want to do. So have the confidence that that gives you, and believe in yourself, and have no doubts that your chances in life hereafter are huge, having been at Goldsmiths for the last few years. Secondly, don't spend too long sitting back enjoying it with a glass of white wine in your hands, because I have to say my experience is that in exactly a year's time, other people will be sitting in your seats in exactly the same state, having just graduated, but they'll be 1 year more modern than you are, and they'll be chasing up behind you with a little competition. So whilst I want you to enjoy today and the next few weeks and months, do apply yourselves very quickly to the concept that all successful people in this life constantly reinvent themselves. There's constant reinvestment in training and self-improvement right the way through life. I like to give the example that if I was when I was in your seat elsewhere a good number of years ago, more years ago than I choose to admit today, I think, if I brought with me the personal portable means of calculation that existed in those days, I'd have had with me a slide rule for multiplying and dividing, and I'd have brought my abacus to add and subtract, and that's all there was that was portable in those days. And you'd have to think what changes one person has been through in his career to go from your seat to standing on the stage here today, and all of the technology which we all had to learn post-graduation. So all of the modern technology is something we've all had to take on as we've gone along. And if you'd like to extrapolate from there the abacus and the slide rule to today's high-tech communications and calculation technology, just go forward 40-odd years and think what that change might be from there in your lives. So my urgent wish to you today is that you really do reinvest constantly in training and in relearning what is around about you. Those who are employed in organizations, every time you're offered a minute or a day's training, take it, because it is at the expense of the organization, but the equity and the ownership of that skill and that experience is yours. And keep reinvesting as you go along. And the third message is that graduates of Goldsmiths really are an elite in society, and you need to think of your responsibilities hereon for putting a bit back into the society which has given you so much to date. And I'd like to encourage each of you to consider what your particular interest or skill is and find some way of spending time voluntarily helping others in one way or another and putting to work your particular experience and expertise to help those who are rather less well off than you are. Graduates of this college really do have a big responsibility to try to put back into life what they've been able to take so far. So I urge each of you to try and find something, some charity to get connected with, or a school, governing body, maybe standing up here one day as chairman of the Goldsmiths College Council. But try and do something which is voluntary, unpaid, and which to an extent repays a little of the debt that you owe to society for having brought you to where you are today. So 3 serious things, but my apologies for being serious. 1, really do get confidence and take the confidence of your degree from here. 2, do reinvest continually in yourselves. Just remember the abacus and the slide rule. And 3, where you can, try to develop a pro bono publico career where part of your life is spent helping others who are less well off than you are. But that's enough of the serious side today. Today is a day of celebration, a day when Goldsmiths is decked out with all the finery on the platform and all the flowers and the gorgeousness that goes with it, and we invite you to a reception on what is called College Green after the ceremony. And we hope that we'll have a chance, those of us on the platform, to meet as many of you here over that reception after the ceremony. But I'd like to say a very warm welcome and how pleased we are to have you with us, and I hope that everybody has a most wonderful day. Thank you. I now call upon the warden of the college to give his address.
Your Highness, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. In the United States, graduation is often known as commencement. It's not the end of something, but the beginning of a whole new chapter in the life story of graduates. In fact, in many colleges, the commencement procession is led by the oldest surviving graduates of that school. So today, please keep in your mind's eye a vision of all the classes that have gone before you over the years and decades of college life. Some year groups are few in number now, with faltering step, but they are here in spirit to welcome you. Such reminiscence is much easier for me. I feel the presence of my predecessors because I'm wearing their robes. Here we are in this extraordinary space where over 150 years ago, the sons of Royal Navy officers proudly paraded in what was then an open quadrangle of the Royal Naval School, as it then was. Prince Albert himself laid the foundation stone in 1843 for this John Shaw designed building. This great hall was created when it was roofed over in 1891. That's when it was purchased by the philanthropic Goldsmiths Company to house its Technical and Recreative Institute. Our splendid college organ was originally built to the order of the Goldsmiths Company and installed in 1892. I was interested to learn that at this time the building had separate entrances, one on the south side for women and one on the north side for men. For decades subsequently, parts of the building became known as the women's side and the men's side, respectively. Never the twain shall meet. We are determined to bring this hall, this building, and the organ back to its former glory, but not to revert to gender separation, you'll be glad to know. Today, you are joining a distinguished procession of Goldsmiths graduates. You are indeed very welcome to a community of some 35,000 strong right around the world. It's a community bound by one shared experience, having been awarded a precious thing, a Goldsmiths degree. I'll not burden you with too many words today. That's a very unusual promise for an Irishman. Because this is a day for deep feelings more than for deep thoughts. Feelings of pride, of joy, and maybe even of a little surprise. But I do want to offer you some reflections and perhaps reassurance in these very difficult times for our economy and indeed for higher education. Some of you may be apprehensive about the future. Don't let bad news discourage you. It's true that we face unprecedented funding challenges and that the next 4 or 5 years will be very difficult for universities. But it's a poor plant that can only survive in summer. This great college will fight its corner, and as we continue to work together, Goldsmiths will prosper. We have a new strategic plan in place which will ensure that we meet our financial targets and ensure our growth and development. At the heart of that strategic plan is a clear assertion that at Goldsmiths we see excellence in research and in teaching as inseparable and complementary strengths. In too many institutions, these are seen as conflicting activities. As students will now be obliged to pay such high fees, we have put enhancing the student experience at the heart of our value system and at the centre of our planning. You, as individuals, just like the college, will come through this cold climate with tenacity and with real distinction. I can say this with great confidence because I know the value of a degree from Goldsmiths and the value of the skills you have honed here. The departments represented here today are critical to our future as a leader of the creative industries and of the worldwide knowledge economy. Each of you has what it takes to play a significant role in that future. The future, according to Eleanor Roosevelt, belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Most stories of personal success are based on a unique synthesis of following the dream and of extraordinarily hard work. To go from Eleanor Roosevelt to the English rugby coach Martin Johnson is quite a journey, but here goes. During a particularly hard World Cup game, England were behind, and after an opposition score, the then captain Johnson called his players into a huddle, after which they emerged to win the game. When asked by a journalist afterwards what inspirational words had come from Johnson, one of the players said, all he said was, "Shut up and push." So, preserve the integrity of your dreams, push hard, and never let yourselves be disheartened by short-term setbacks. Setbacks are inevitable, but you must never lose the sense of pride and the sense of optimism you feel today. We feel it too, and we won't lose faith in you. Each nation's key competitive advantage lies in the quality of the ideas we generate and in how those ideas are tested by research. It's not just about the training that employers believe they need today, but about your dexterity and ingenuity in creating a very different future. To prescribe the outcomes of education is presumptuous and dangerous. For Nelson Mandela, education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. You bring essential attributes to the economy: creativity, tolerance, diligence, and critical understanding. Those with political power will surely eventually appreciate the centrality of those skills to our future. Malcolm Forbes said that education's purpose is to replace an empty mind with an open one. A well-informed and open mind is indeed a precious thing. Modern education is expensive, but ignorance costs society much more. Goldsmiths, of course, has not only a national perspective, but an international one too. Our new strategic plan outlines an exciting vision for Goldsmiths as an integral part of South East London, but also as a great world university. We're fortunate to have students from London, from all over the country, and from all over the world. At last count, from 117 countries. We all, students and staff alike, benefit greatly from international students being part of our diverse community. We are proud to welcome people of many ages and from many cultures and backgrounds. Employability is a critical watchword for all colleges at the moment. The departments represented here today have a splendid record. Computing is a visionary department which shares its insight and skills with practically every other department in this college. It has growing relations with industry and with the public sector, for example, Sony, Intel, the NHS and the BBC, and has built an increasingly high media profile. The strength of programmes in PACE has meant a high employability rate for its graduates, well over 90%. PACE's programmes in social work and art psychotherapy are leaders in their field and have national and international reputations. The Media and Communications Department, in its splendid new building, has an excellent international reputation and world-beating research culture. In politics, the internship programme is going from strength to strength. It gives students a chance to experience the more practical side of politics and of institutions, allowing for a creative mix of theory and practice. Music is, of course, a vocation and a profession. 2 Goldsmiths alumni were shortlisted for last night's music highlight, the Mercury Prize, and they have been incredibly generous in their positive mentions of our music department and of Goldsmiths. In these departments, we strive not just for employability, but to build the skills necessary for self-employment and for entrepreneurship. More than this, innovative critical thinking and research are a crucial part of what makes you, a Goldsmiths graduate, employable. As you commence the next chapter in your life, please try not to be a stranger at Goldsmiths. As alumni and friends, you are always welcome here. The Development and Alumni Office will keep you up to date with college news and with networking opportunities. We also offer you a range of services, including reduced tuition fees if you wish to continue your studies, use of the library, and continued support from our Careers Advisory Service. So please do keep in touch. We are very proud of your achievements. Your success is what drives our reputation forward. You are also fundamental to the continued development of the college, and your involvement can make a great difference to the reputation of Goldsmiths and hence to the value of your degree for the future. 2 years ago, we set up an annual fund to encourage alumni to give something back to improve your experience as students. Their support has helped across the college, from increasing the hardship fund to funding student-led projects. When you are wealthy and debt-free graduates, I'm sure you too will want to help. It's taken a lot of hard work for you to be here today. As your teachers and your families will also testify, you've been a lot of hard work. This is a very special day, not just for you, but for the people who worked hard and often sacrificed a lot to help you achieve what you've achieved. I now invite the graduates to stand and to applaud your families and all who have helped you to be here today. Don't worry, all the rest of the applause will be for you. Once again, my hearty congratulations to all of you who are graduating today. It's a special day. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you very much.
I call upon the Pro-Warden, Research and Enterprise to present successful students of the college.
Chair, in the name of the University and the Academic Board, I present to you the following members of the College who have been admitted to degrees of the University. Bachelor of Arts in Applied Social Science, Community Development and Youth Work, Marvin Adams. Cheryl Andrews. Aisha Begum. Josie Benson. Moses Bukenya. Nina Gilbert. Adel Hanovich. Elaine Hawkins. Sabiha Khanam. Cara Ann Lloyd. Abigail Osuhun. Marie Ann Perriman Goins. L'Oreal Roberts. Angharad Rees. Paul Welsh. Mark Williams. Nikita Williams. Bachelor of Arts in Computing and Interaction Design, David Collins. Jonathan Michael Cousins. Craig Allen Rogers. Bachelor of Arts in Economics, Politics and Public Policy, Espanol Hock. Nikita Mandalia. Joseph Anthony Matos Hall. Habiba Mia. Amy Ann Martina O'Riordan. Robert Ponia. Alistair John Russell Stewart. Abdul Wawad. Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, Aisha Edenrele. Mofazul Ali. Patrick Alexander Brown. Emmett Chowdhury. Carey Christian. Courtney Crawford. Bobby Warren Dean. Anna Frances Dodd. Alexa Dunn. Sebastian Eckhard. Amina May K. Gichinga. Alexander Callum Harrison. Fuzia Hassan Osman. Joshua Hoff. Andrew Tun. Rowan Lubbock. Matthew Machowski. Rawissa Ngun Songsan. Charlotte Rose Reddit. Rachel Roberts. Iva Saltite. Samira Saini. Bachelor of Arts in Media and Communications. Abdullah Hamad Thaima Altani. Rahel Ali. Tala Al-Kurdi. Stella Maria Arenias Garcia. Mirella Aslar. Pipitra Banpabutra. Sanjay Basudev. Georgina Best. Marina Brissett. Flavia Brito. Sean Burrows. Ji Chen. Lisa Collier. Hayley Christina Constance. Mariana de Castro. Christina Demetrio. Katie Dolphin. Krista Liesel Engelbrecht. Nona Evita. Priska Febrina. Grace Gargini. Anna Giunta. Paul Anthony Tyrone Grant. Rio Hamada. Anna Rose Haswell. Thomas Bentley Hibbins. Shivam Hotwani. Artemis Ignatidou. Jade Kimberly Impleton Jackman. Paula Jendrashek. Apeksha Joshi. Rasmus Kolgard Hagen. Jae Hyun Lee. Melanie Elise McLeod. Olivia Rose Malan de Merindol. Hannah Lavisa Manson. Jamie Patrick Mason. Michael William Morgan. Meryl Offringa. Nicholas Ogden. Lauren Orton. Akane Oyagi. Huan Zhu Qi. Maria Riba. Sebastian Richter. Amora Rodriguez. Ella Taylor Schofield. Robert Searle. Hannah Sargent. Kimberly Ann Sheehan. Hannah Felicity Siddiqui. Robin Skills. Sophia Nina Stefanou. Alicia May Stewart Colvin. Kirsten Taylor. Stephanie Thomas. Dia Thorfinnsdottir. Daniel Toth. Olivia Vachon. Valerie Valmois. Francesca Waite. Di Wang. Alexander Michael Whitehill. Zhengjun Yu. Jin Yan Zhu. Bachelor of Arts in Media and Modern Literature. Francesca Bancarino. Dominique Louise Bowler Brown. Alice June Chamberlain. Ka Ying Karen Chan. James Clifton. James Alexander Darton. Ross Davis. Marcus Harris. Stephen Martin Howe. Sarah Ruth Jackson. Holly Jones. Patrick Lee. Joseph Matthew Manners Lewis. Dale Marshall. Jenny Midgley. Laura Nicholson. Gina Rowland. Gavin Williams. Bachelor of Arts in Media and Sociology. Gillian Caffiero. Hannah Campbell. Rianne Daly. Asia Khan. Antonia Nyanzi. Pega Parsafar. Nita Patel. Anna Ribalkina. Soraya Naya Saki. Evie Samuelson. Jago Song. Anastasia Tatsis. Amanda Thursby. Adiane Noah Indrati Wirajuda. Bachelor of Arts in Politics. Pascal Bachmann. Heather Kate Bateman. Jack Ferguson. Jethro Gakusan. Daniel Robert Hollis. Mark David Christian McCormick. Zachary Quirk. Thomas Simpson. Melanie Frances Wilkinson. Catherine Winston. Bachelor of Arts in Politics with Economics. Rachel Detterville. Lisa Gore. Salema Khatun. David Osuhon. Jemima Penny. Riaz Phillips. Christopher Shanks. Joshua White Stone. Bachelor of Arts in Psychosocial Studies. Jean Elizabeth Harris. Dina Knight. Sean Ryan. Amy Sutton. Mairead Temple. Zainab Walji. Bachelor of Arts in Social and Cultural Studies, Honorine Bua. Kylie Nicole Fallon. Deborah Elizabeth Harrington. Nicholas Lawrence Tatchell. Natalie Webster. Bachelor of Arts in Social Work, Adekemi Victoria Allen. Neka Anokwu. Sian Yvonne Davis. Charlene Douglas. David Friedlander. Youssef Gojikian. Stephanie Graham. Sophie Louise Kelly. Ya Asantia Kem Sankova. Matthias Kivito. Angela Main. Lorraine Murray. Georgina Najemba. Irene Officaren Teshoma. Carlene Pitter. S. Rukshana Rahman. Leonie Selena Stevens. David Leslie Walker. Trudy Woods. Bachelor of Arts in Social, Cultural and Creative Processes, Comfort Acheampong. Bachelor of Music in Music, Rebecca Atkinson. Douglas Beals. Danilo de Araujo Borgeth. Hannah Frances Borrett. Julio Diaz Palacios. Caroline Duffy. Natasha Elliott. James Graham. Konstantinos Lemesios. Elizabeth Loader. Paul Mitchinson. Rebecca Jane Money. Joseph Monday. Rachel Murphy. Effie Bliss Mydell. Louise Marie Perry. Joshua Mark Patterson. Timothy Phillips. Adam Michael Sharp. Melanie Smith. Emily Statten. Harriet Stobart. Sarah Grace Blakey Triggs. Rebecca Truman. Olivia Lee Wild. Rahana Leila Wuzir. BMUS Popular Music. Hugh Mark Bennett. Charlie Cronin. James D. Rachel Day. Joseph Donaldson. Terry Doolittle. Sarah Francis. Dominic Gore. Rosie Hemming Lowe. Charlie Miller. Joseph Seth Newman. Nicholas Alexander Powell. Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Misan Agbe. Ola Bello. Carl Entwistle. Rima Fawaz. Amin Hubala. Yasmin Khatun. Sunny Thomas MacDonald. Tilip Kumar Panditurai. Farhad Kassir. Edison Santiago Parancajas Vilcacundo. Dean Spiridonov. Jayanti Sahuma. Atif Talukdar. Lisa Sui. Pichu Wechimongo. Lorianne Madanes. Bachelor of Science in Computing and Information Systems, Amel Abdi Abshir. Yetunde Adewale. Adebola Mujidat Adeyanju. Joban Ali. David Apea. Mahmoud Hussein. Pierre Coffey. Christopher Lee. Ragena Ratmisingam. Sumik Sen. Ehsan Zare Shane. Bachelor of Science in Creative Computing, Curtis James Clark. Matthew Green. Neserayab Behane Haile. David Poulter. Leah Slobodnikova. Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Adeleke Adegoke Adeyemo. Martin Edwards. Chandler Lana James. Alice Oliver. Mijal Rahman. Nathaniel Simeon Roberts. Certificate in Language Teaching to Adults. Certificate in Performance Skills and Theatre Studies. Jonathan Cooper. Master of Arts in Art Psychotherapy. Tanya Andrew. Simone Marie Rose Angel. Vanessa Burley. Claudia Brown. Gillian Dole. Lucy Gibson. Sarah Hall. Emma Louise Harvey. Catherine Ann Haywood. Bethany Claire Hoyes. Sun Wei Su. Abby Hubbard. Lauren Johnson. Isabel Johnston. Viviana Molina Rico. Emily Russell. Ji Dum Sung. Lee Anna Simmons. Elizabeth White. Master of Arts in Dance Movement Psychotherapy. Katia Yvonne Bernadette Boyer. Catherine Busk. Michelle Nina Cottrell. Catherine Cunningham. Lana De Melion. Indra Isabel Jimjardi. Monica Frances Gaydos. Yue Hong Hu. Yu Chi Lin. Kate Snowden. Man Yi Zhang. Malgorzata Terea Rusieka. Master of Arts in Filmmaking. Farah Yahya Mohammed Abu Alrus. Ashley Carrington Belgrave. Hee Jin Lee. Jack Graham Levy. Kun Liang. Niels Lindemann. Nikolaos Papangelis. Panagiotis Sotirios Paris. Simon Peacock. Master of Science in Computer Science, Muhammad Matji. Certificate in Language Teaching to Adults, Rola Diab Farhat.
I call upon the Warden of the College to present students who have been admitted to research degrees of the University.
Chair, in the name of the University and the Academic Board, I present to you the following members of the College who have been admitted to research degrees of the University. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, for a thesis entitled Community Power, Problems, Possibilities and Potentials as Perceived by Stakeholders in West London, Rachel Elizabeth Pepper.
I congratulate you on the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of the University of London.
For a thesis entitled Simple and Adaptive Particle Swarm, Daniel Bratton.
I congratulate you on the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of the University of London. Well done.
For a thesis entitled Contextualize Your Listening, the Playlist as Recommendation Engine, Benjamin Fields.
I congratulate you on the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of the University of London.
For a thesis entitled The In-Betweeners, the Korean animation industry negotiates the global and the national, Ai Ri-Yun.
I congratulate you on the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of the University of London. Well done.
For a thesis entitled News Practices and Theories of Global Civil Society, Lena Denchik.
Congratulate you on the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of the University of London.
For a thesis entitled Morton Feldman, Dimensions of Graph Music, David Klein.
I congratulate you on the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of the University of London. I call upon Professor Alan Downey, the College Orator, to present for admission to the degree of Doctor of Literature, honoris causa of the University, Sir Vernon Ellis.
Chair of Council, I present to you Sir Vernon Ellis for the award of the degree of Doctor of Literature honoris causa of the University. After a long and distinguished career at Accenture plc, the global management consulting technology services and outsourcing company he joined in 1969, which culminated in his holding the position of international chairman between 1999 and 2008. In 2010, he became chairman of the Board of Trustees of the British Council, the guardians of the British Council's purpose, who are ultimately accountable for the organisation, holding the executive board responsible for the organisation's performance, strategy and policy. However, for many years, Sir Vernon has also been involved in activities far removed from the world of consulting. From 1996 to 2009, he was chairman of the board of the Classical Opera Company, and he has been chairman of the board of the English National Opera, the ANO, since 2006. As I shall explain, he also promotes musical activities through his own charitable foundation. Sir Vernon describes music and opera as his central passion. It was therefore only fitting that he should be awarded a knighthood for services to music in this year's New Year's Honours. Educated at Magdalen College School in Magdalen College, Oxford, where he read philosophy, politics and economics, Sir Vernon joined Anderson Consulting on graduating in 1969. The phenomenal growth during the 1970s and 1980s of the company finally led to its separation from its parent company, the accounting firm of Arthur Anderson. In the 1990s, Sir Vernon led Anderson Consulting's operations in Europe, the Middle East, Africa, and India. Then, after Anderson Consulting became Accenture plc on the 1st of January 2001, he became international chairman, a position he held until the end of 2007. At the beginning of 2008, he became senior advisor at Accenture. While international chairman, Sir Vernon was also responsible for establishing and chairing the global corporate citizenship activities and global Accenture foundations. This was by no means his only involvement in philanthropic activities. I've mentioned that Sir Vernon's passion is music and opera. He's explained that his long-standing family foundation was set up to channel his gifts in an effective way. Most, but not all, he writes, have been to music organisations in which I have some involvement. Sir Vernon was the lead private donor to the ENO's restoration of London Coliseum, and his gift was the spur not only to the public funding campaign, but to further private sponsorship. In answer to the question, is funding of the arts needed at all? Sir Vernon answers with a resounding yes, arguing that it is a characteristic of a civilised society that it supports a vibrant, engaging, stimulating arts and cultural sector. While conceding that a good proportion of costs should be borne directly by consumers of the arts, he nevertheless maintains that it is very unlikely that we can have sustainable, high-quality performing institutions without additional support of some kind, public or private. Sir Vernon's belief that the arts in general, and music in particular, need financial help has led him to hold scores of concerts each year at his home so that artists can prepare for concerts or for competitions. He's also a supporter and former chair of the advisory board of Mission Models Money, a network of thinkers and doers now based in the Institute for Creative and Cultural Entrepreneurship at Goldsmiths, whose vision is to transform the way the arts use their resources to support the creation and experience of great art. I present to you Sir Vernon Ellis for admission to the degree of Doctor of Literature honoris causa of the University.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Literature honoris causa of the University. Many congratulations. I call upon Sir Vernon Ellis.
Well, I feel very honoured. I've never had a cloak like this before. I also have never worn a hat for as long in my life. And I'm keenly aware that I'm the only person standing between you and lunch. And I'd like to take my hat off, so I'll be brief. But I do want to thank Goldsmiths very much. I do feel really touched by this, particularly hearing this enormous array of talent and subjects so relevant to today's life passing through. I was doing a bit of research on Goldsmiths, because although I do have contacts, and in fact the chair was the chair of the renovation committee at ENO, which helped ensure that that quite difficult restoration came in on time, on budget. So we'd have been in poor shape without him. In reading about Goldsmith, I came upon two shafts of life. One came through the post when I went back to my office, British Council, and it was a little card from Tony Hall, now Lord Hall of Birkenhead, recently honoured in this hall, who said, "Many congratulations on your honorary doctorate. I'm sorry I can't be there to see you collect it, but it's a lovely ceremony," over the page, and, underline, and a great college. So that was one shaft of life. The other thing was I looked at the website, which had these rather interesting sort of paradoxical quotes on them, like, "I'm interested in how and why capitalism rules the world, and I play the bassoon." and that actually chimed with my thoughts, which were sort of ruminating through my mind yesterday as I thought what on earth I might talk about, vis-a-vis saying something that might be useful to the challenges facing you as you go into this great world, which I hesitate to do for a number of reasons. One, because, as the chairman said, it's a tough old world out there. It's complex, risky, much more difficult it was, I think, when I graduated 42 years ago. Secondly, everyone's different. The challenges, if you want to make your life as a composer, are rather different than climb your way up the ladder in a big company. And my background is in big companies, although over the last 10 years it's become much more portfolio. But as I look back and sort of search for any glimmers of something that might be said in 5 minutes that might possibly be of interest to you, I was struck again by a conversation I had a few years ago with a man of my generation at Accenture. And we were sitting talking and saying how wise we were and how much of our wisdom accumulated over 40 years would be so used to the company today. But at the same time, we were also aware that some of that was useless. The world's moved on. And we were actually uncomfortable as to our judgment of which category was which. And so, one offers any words of hesitation. But as I look back, I sort of thought of some other paradoxical or contradictory conclusions of what helped me. And I came to the conclusion that one has to be three things at once: very focused, very opportunistic, and very broad. Now, that's pretty useless, isn't it? I mean, what sort of paradoxical advice is that, and how can you be? Well, of course, actually, they don't all apply at once. Very focused. Well, I think that focus on the job in hand, whatever it is you're doing, excellence, being very persistent about it, very determined, is a sine qua non. But it's not all. Opportunistic, because one should be aware of things around you to take advantage of for you and for doing good for others and for making a difference. And not being too obsessive and too determined about the route you're going to do. I never was. Some people are. If you are, you may be disappointed. The third thing is being broad. Broad, eclectic even, in terms of wider interests: social life, sports, travel, the arts. I'm a particular fan of the arts because I think they're a means of communicating, understanding difficult issues, crossing cultural boundaries. But any of these, and in fact all of these, will help your not pursue for their own sake. Obliquely, you'll find they'll bring greater sensitivity to the world, a greater range of contacts, and greater opportunities so that you can be opportunistic. And these paradoxes continue. I mean, another contradictory injunction is never be content with the status quo. There's a lot that's wrong with this world. Always question. My mum said to me, the first word I ever said was why. And she said it became the most frequently used word to the point of extreme annoyance, because I questioned everything. And that continued at university. I led a sit-in at my college, the first, I think, ever to be done, because I didn't like what was being done in one particular aspect. So there's a lot to be changed. But also, you can change within the system, whether it's the wider system or the narrow organization, often with great effect. The role of a non-executive chairman, which is how I spend my life these days, in an array of them, is non-executive. You don't have management power. But, particularly at the British Council and E&O, I found that actually you can pull a lot of levers if you exercise that role rather subtly through the system. And so as you get older, you have to learn to live with lots of ambiguities like those in this role. At the same time, another paradox is live with ambiguities, but sometimes be very clear and very simple in the direction you set, particularly as a leader. Now, if you did all that, that's a hell of a tough agenda. But from what I understand about the education you've received at Goldsmiths, that will equip you very well to do it. And so to all of you in your hats out there, good luck.
Your Highness, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, that brings to a close the formal part of our proceedings today. And as Sir Vernon said, the next step is a reception on College Green to meet each other, and I hope to give the college a chance to entertain you to some refreshment and some company. But it's a wonderful day to have had you here. We're very grateful to you for coming, particularly grateful to Sir Vernon for the honour he gives us of accepting a degree at London University through Goldsmiths. It's a huge credit to the college that we have this list of very distinguished people who are our honorary doctorate graduates on invitation. We thank him very much for that. But we thank you all, above all of you for coming, and I hope that the rest of your day at Goldsmiths is very, very happy. And therefore, I declare this ceremony for the presentation of graduates and admission to honorary fellowships closed.